Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to This War of Mine, the board game. We are starting day number 6. We lost Marin, one of our original 3, but we gained Sveta, a school headmistress. You can see by everybody's state, everyone's a little banged up, but we have to keep moving on. Just keep trying to survive. This war can't go on forever, can it? So we'll start with the whole new morning, day number 6. Let's draw an event card. Here we go. We're adding 3 to the tokens to the cold space now. There's 4 already, and in the game there's a max of 6. So I'm adding the last 2. So now it's dead of winter here, and all 6 cold tokens are out. So this card, we have Army Deals. We're going to place this card in the findings pile as a reminder, and it'll stay there unless another card removes it. But the value of cigarettes, moonshine, alcohol, and jewelry is raised by 5. So that would have been a lot nicer last time where I had the jewelry because I already got rid of it. But I'm sure I would have had everybody go ill because of the fate card. So it is what it is. Keep that there to remind us. Now let's go into the day actions. Sveta gets 2, Amira gets 1, her illness is really holding her back, and Roman gets 1, but I can get that fatigue to go away, so I'll definitely have Roman take a nap. Amira, I want to build a bed. Let's see. She can do that right there. And Sveta's getting 2 actions. Man, their miseries are up there, so. Actually, I'll do this. Amira's going to go rest on the chair, and hopefully her misery can go down. And Sveta will build the bed, and then she can rest on the chair. Maybe. Okay. It's my decision. I'm going with it. So Sveta, she's making a bed using the 3 components I have and the 4 wood that I have. So she puts that there. Amira's resting. I don't have any books, so I have to roll a 6 or higher for her misery to go from 3 to 2. I got an 8. So the rest did her well. Misery goes down to 2. And Roman took a nap, so his fatigue goes from 2 to 0. Okay. Now for day action number 2. Amira doesn't get one, so she's done. See, I still have a chem, so I can activate the deadfall trap. So I need someone to do that. Guess it doesn't matter who. So I have 1 go up here. I can't make a board up. I could... Ooh, decisions. Let's see, I can activate the rainwater collector if I don't feel like trying to get as many when I'm out and about. Or should I need to take a nap? I can't activate the heater. I can't make anything else in the workshop. So I guess yeah, I guess I'll just keep water coming in. So for the deadfall trap, get rid of this chem. I'm going to put this weight token on there. She activates the rainwater collector, so that weight token goes there. Alright, and that's that. Nobody gets a 3rd action. Now we go into the dusk phase. There's 3 people. I got 3 water. Everyone gets a water. Now for feeding, the 2 raw foods will go to the 2 people with 3 hunger each. So that means Their hunger goes from 3 to 2. And I'll give Sveta a vegetable, so her hunger will stay the same. And now I have to assign where I want everyone to go. So let's see. I'm going to send out Amira and Roman with the wheelchair, because then that'll give me an inventory of 9. So I'm hoping to just come back with all sorts of stuff. Sveta can stay back with the shotgun because I know I can just automatically ignore the night raid card, so I'm not really worried about what's going to happen to her. Hopefully I'll get a memory and I don't even have to use a headshot. So because this does say play during the night raid phase to automatically ignore one night raid card, so I don't have to do it before I draw it. I'm assuming I can do it during, once I see what it is. So that means everybody's fatigue will go up 1. So Sveta goes from 1 to 2, and Amira and Roman have 0, but it'll go up to 1. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to try to go to the garage. So you normally draw 12, but minus the 3 because of wheelchair, so I'm drawing 9 expiration cards. All right, let's start exploring. Right off the bat, Amira's going to get her free vegetable. And here we go. Oh, let me put the noise to 1. So there's a door. If I enter, I can roll for noise. I just have to not roll a 1. Okay, 5. Good. Keep exploring. Tough luck. Roll for noise. Same thing. A 4. I can poke about. Return 1 expiration card or roll for noise to choose 1 finding from the special finding. So the noise is still 1, so I'm rolling. Oh, there it is. There's a 1. So now I have to resolve a residence card. I've got deserters. Yeesh. Okay. First, I have to determine how many deserters. Low number. 2. Well, I rolled a 2. So on here, that means there's 1. So I have to randomly pull out one of these question mark tokens. So I'm shuffling them around, not looking, and I'm grabbing A. So it's someone that has a pistol on them. Luckily, his prowess is 0. So he goes and, well, I won't put him up here yet. I'll keep him by this card, because I don't want to get him mixed up if other residents are there. So if we go into combat, then I'll throw him up there. So he has a pistol, and it says either you surrender by discarding all tokens you have in the finding, or combat begins. If you gave them everything you had, you may return 1 expiration card to talk with them. And then if there's combat, you can try to stop it, and after defeating, read something else. So all I have with me is the 1 vegetable. Man, I should have taken her vegetable at the very end. That's a lesson learned on my part. But that does mean he's going to take my wheelchair, because pretty sure this counts as a token also. And I can't fight the guy, right? He's going to shoot me with the pistol, and then I would have to do 3 damage. I have no weapons, even though Roman has a prowess of 3. Ooh, man. You know what? I'm tired of being pushed around. Let's do this. He's going up here in the combat track. He's got a firearm. He's got a pistol. He has 0 prowess. So I'm hoping just survive his shots and we just beat him to death. So Alright, because he has a firearm, firearms always go first. And then if you have melee or unarmed, you'll roll separately, but essentially they all happen at the same time. But because he's firearm, he's going to get to roll first. So come on, miss. 2 wounds. Oh, not cool. So I can either split it 1 and 1, give one person 2 wounds. I'm sorry, Amira. There you go, 2 wounds. So now I get to attack back. I'll have Amira roll first. She got nothing. So now Roman gets to go. Now this is interesting. So even though I rolled nothing, that little symbol on this die, it's kind of hard to see, but it means for fate, I think. And you can draw a fate card, and on the bottom it'll tell you if it did something, if it didn't do anything, if you hurt yourself. I could end up just killing the guy, but you're relying. I feel like that's the last desperate measure. I have 3 prowess, so I'm going to roll his first prowess. That's 1. I'm gonna do it again. 0. His last prowess. All right, you got 1. So this guy moves to the wounded section, and I need to hit him 2 more times. So round 2 of combat. Let's see if I can survive it. That, because he doesn't have a shotgun, this just counts as a miss. So that's good for me. So now let's see if I can finish this guy. Amira attacks first. She does 1 wound. So now Roman just needs to do 1 more. Prowess 1. Miss. Prowess 2. Miss. Prowess 3. Miss. No. Alright. Next round of combat. So he's firing again. So that is a miss. And I believe when he rolls the symbol with the 3 dots, he might be out of ammo. Where is it? Okay. So they don't use ammo tokens. Instead, when they roll the out of ammo icon on the combat, you slide this enemy to a different row on the combat chart, depending if he has another weapon available, or he must fight unarmed. So I have no idea what situation how you would know if they have another weapon available, but he's going unarmed like the rest of us. So Amir's gonna beat him to death. Nope. Roman will then. Not that time. Alright, there we go. The final punch. So he's defeated. So now, what happens? Okay. This is the first time I've actually won in a combat, so this is going to be new to me. It says, after defeating all enemies, see 33. And I know back here, enemies' deaths, if you killed somebody, excluding thugs, they were deserters. Roll the black die and compare the result with the empathy of each character present. If the result is equal to or less than their empathy, raise their empathy by 1. So I'm not really sure which one to resolve first. Hopefully it doesn't matter. So let me see what happens after I defeat all the enemies. So it says C33. Fresh blood slowly soaks into the ground. We search the bodies. Shuffle the residence card back into the residence deck. So let me do that real quick before I forget. Draw and resolve 1 card from the findings deck, and I'm looking at the furniture chart, but I ignore the roll for the special findings. Also, place in your findings pile all the weapon tokens from the opponents we have killed. So he had a pistol. So I get a working pistol. I just don't have any ammo. If I can find it in the box. Where are you, pistol? I haven't had to mess around with guns too often. Okay, it's got to be in here somewhere. Okay, here we go. Boom. Got the pistol off the guy. Let's see if there are any corresponding tokens left in the box. Okay, so I'm just going to resolve the furniture chart without rolling the special findings. So furniture gives me a vegetable, a weapon part, and a shell. And I don't roll the special findings. But now, because there was an enemy's death, I have to roll for empathy to see if it bothered anybody. So Emir's empathy is 5, Roman's is 3, so I'm hoping to roll a 6 or higher. I rolled a 1. Whoop-de-doo. So Emir's misery, this bothered both of them. So hers goes from 2 to 3. His goes from 1 to 2. Yeesh. Oh, wow. Okay. That was interesting. Now and what's funny, I still have to resolve my little pokeabout. So that was just because I rolled that 1 on this one. And now, since I've gone past the roll for noise, I will choose one findings from up here that I want. So I can either get 2 mechanical parts, 2 electrical parts, a weapon part, or a saw blade. I think I'm going to get the saw blade because then I can cut this open and then I'll get whatever that gives me, and there's the furniture behind it, so I can get whatever that gives me. There it is. So it doesn't weigh anything, put it up here. And now we just keep on exploring. Alright, we got some rubble, but I didn't bring the shovel with me. So there is rubble, so it'll just go over here. I don't get to draw an automatic new card since it is on the map. So I'll just keep on exploring. I have a closed door that's not on here, so I discard this and draw a new one. Search the furniture. Raise noise by 1 and roll for noise. I'm going to do that instead of returning 2 cards. Oh no! I rolled a 1 again. Alright, here we go. More residents. We have rebels. Let me see how many rebels come out. I rolled a 2. So that means 1 rebel comes out. I get 1 token. And it is... So it shows B with the proudness of 1. So B has a pistol. Now here it says... Rebels are offering you some items. They have 1 moonshine and 1 cigarette to exchange. Trade commission of 2. Now, Roman likes cigarettes and Amira likes moonshine, so that would actually be pretty good. It even says, if you do not trade, roll a black die, result 1 to 5, go see here. If you do trade, you may return 1 expiration card to talk with them or trade with them. So I don't... If you trade... You turn 1, and then I guess I go to this page to trade with them. So, so I'm returning 1 expiration card, and I will, yeah, I guess I'll trade with them. So they're offering 1 moonshine and 1 cigarette, which I will definitely try to get with them from them. Their trade commission's 2, so that's a little steep. I return the expiration card. Let me see what that 215 says. Hopefully I'm not messing up the order I'm doing this stuff. Okay, so this is offering different things. So the way it looks like it is, I don't return this yet. I'm just doing the initial trade for moonshine and cigarette. So moonshine and cigarette costs 4 total, plus their commission, that's 6. So I can give them the weapon part. Oh, the saw blade and the shell would cover it. I think I'm gonna have to do that because it's not like they can give me change if I try to trade the pistol or something higher. Okay, so I'm getting rid of the saw blade and the shell to take care of my group's nasty habits. And so I'm going to keep, well, okay, so now that I've done that, I can trade with them later because I just know the rebels are here. And I'm going to continue searching the furniture. And because I roll for noise and ran into them, this goes down every time you run into residents. You restart the noise track since you found each other. So furniture here, we have an herb, a book, a mechanical part. There you are. And moonshine. Nice. Even more booze. I can use the booze to get their misery down too. And I roll a d10 for the special findings. A 4, which is 2 mechanical parts. Very nice. So now I have 3 in my findings here. Awesome. So this gets shuffled back. And all the stuff that I'm finding, I can use it to trade with the rebels towards the end. Let me see how many cards I have left. So I have 4. Let me explore a couple more times. Jam door, that is not on this one, so we discard and draw another one. Hiding place, I will just ignore this, keep exploring. Stairs down, well, I'm not going to return 3. I guess I'll just enter, raise the noise by 3, and roll for noise. So I have to roll above a 4. A 1. That's another residence. We have rebels and survivors here. So let's see the survivors that come out. I rolled a 7. So that means 3 survivors are here. There's a lot of people in this garage. Didn't think it was that big. So what we have, a B, a C, and an A. So the A is armed with a knife, B has a hatchet, C has a pistol. Now their thing is, if I search somewhere with the private on it, then they're going to have issues with that. And I could also trade with them. So for each one, I could turn in 1 exploration card to trade with the rebels, and I could turn in the other one to trade with the survivors, so I might just do that. So here's 1 for the rebels. So I will look at 215 and see what they offer. It says you may buy any of these tokens. There's a trade commission of 3, so that's pretty expensive. It says any red tokens. For yellow, I can get bandages or meds, so that'd be great for my... well, 1, I have someone with wounds, so that's going to be pretty important. I can get jewelry, a max of 1 canned food. I can get cigarettes, moonshine. So I have a cigarette, so it's too bad they don't have coffee for Sveta. Okay, interesting. All right, let me see. I definitely need bandages. And I have 2 people with illnesses. So I can, maybe herbal meds, bandages, and normal meds. So that's 26 right there, plus their 3. So I have to try to cover 29, which is pretty crazy. I do have this pistol that's 16. And I mean, this is going to be useless if everyone's dead anyways. So I might have to do that. Can I get up to 29? Let's see, 16, herb. We're in the moonshine. Might not be everything. Maybe not this herbal med. How about 20? Well, I guess 23, so 16, 20, 23. For a bandage and a meds. Try to heal my guys up. Now, if I want to, I can turn in one more to trade with the survivors. It's just a matter of what I can even turn in to get from them. Because I have enough vegetables. Need water, components, mechanical. Let me do one last exploration. Why not? Okay, so this should have been reset. So there's just a door I can enter and just raise the noise by 1, and then that'll just end it. End exploration. So all these guys go back into the box. Shuffle back the rebels and survivors. That was an interesting scavenging phase. Now I go to I totally forgot about the army deals that certain things are raised by 5. So I know I traded away one of the moonshines. So I should have 5 credit towards me. I'm trying to think what I gave away. I know I have another mechanical part, a weapon part. Well, I can't really remember, but I know it was definitely these two and something else, so I'm just kind of give myself the loss of 1. I need to remember that. Heck, even the cigarette's worth 6 instead of 1, which is crazy. But okay, so I can carry back 9 weight. So that's 3, 4, 5. I have 4 more, so I'll just put 1 water and hope to get 2 more from the rainwater collector. So that's 6. I still have 3 more. I need to get some wood and components back. So I think I'll get 2 wood and a component. 3, 6, 9. Okay. Now back at the house, let's see what the night raid was for Sveta. We have looters. That's 6 damage. Oh, sorry. Forgot to equip her with this. You're supposed to do that before you draw, but that was going to happen anyways. So 6 tokens, which I really only have these 2. And 2 wounds, but I have 1 board up, so that takes away 1 of the wounds already. So I think, yeah, I'll just go ahead and do this. Do the headshot. Get rid of it completely. Discard the ammo. Headshot goes away. These guys get ignored, get shuffled back. Now I just have a shotgun with no ammo. So now everyone's going to come back. I feel like I got a lot of stuff. It's just a matter of how much it actually helps me. And what happens during the fate card. Too bad I can't use the meds and bandages just to finish off the objective card because I actually need it for myself. Okay, so now everyone's back. Assign meds and bandages. So here we go. Bandages to Amira. And I'm just going to give her the meds too because just try to heal her up. So now we draw a fate card. So raise the wound of all wounded unbandaged. So she is bandaged, so her wound stays. Lower the illness of all characters who took meds by 2. So her illness is 2 and it goes away completely. So that's awesome. Super meds. Discard med tokens from all characters. So this med goes away. And I got lucky that I didn't have to raise any illnesses. If cold tokens minus board ups equals 5 or more, so cold is at 6, board up is only 1, so it is 5. Raise the illness of all characters by 1. No, I just dealt with some people's illness. So Sveta goes from 1 to 2. 1 and 1 for Amira and Roman. Now we exchange the nearest small location. There is not a small location, so we ignore that. Resolve weight tokens. Let's see what the deadfall trap brought me. Roll high, please. I rolled a 10, just like last time. Very nice. Getting 2 raw food. And now for the rainwater collector. Rolled a 3, which is 2 water. So that'll be good enough for when I have water next round, or next day. Now I resolve Spirit A on all characters. So for Sveta, if any character in the group is hungry at level 3, raise her misery by 1. So luckily we have 1, 2, and 2. So her misery stays at 3. For Amira, she wants to drink the moonshine. So her misery stays at 3. And Roman wants his cigarette. So his misery stays at 2. We didn't lose anybody. We still have this. Nobody's gone away this day, so I don't have to roll for the empathy at the end for death among us or someone leaving. And shuffle the fate card back, and I get another narrative action. Draw 2, pick 1. So we have kick the door down. I can automatically open a closed door, or play during scavenging phase. When resolving a findings card, you also find a knife. I think I'm going to take that just because it's getting dangerous out there. I don't even have ammo anymore, so I can leave the knife for guarding duty also. So I'm going to take the knife. The doors will stay up. So yeah, again, don't need to roll for Death Among Us. That is the end of day 6. Maybe 5 or 6. But join me next time. Hopefully we can continue on with chapter 2.